Hi guys, it's me. Morning, got the crazy hair today, woohoo! Today I'm doing a video on seitan. Yay, my favorite. I love making seitan. This week I'm planning on making my family one of their favorite meals, which is souvlaki. And so today's video is going to be how to make the seitan nuggets. I like to call them. They're about that big. And my family really loves this souvlaki because it's so close to the real thing. Well, the real thing. The traditional thing we grew up on, I guess. At least I grew up on souvlaki. In Montreal, we're very multicultural. And so I've eaten every kind of food imaginable. Greek food, Lebanese food. I love Lebanese food. I can't wait to do a video about that. Italian food. I'm Italian. I grew up in an Italian household. If you can't tell by my hand movements when I talk, I'm very Italian. French food, Quebecois food, there's a difference. There's a difference between French food and Quebecois food. Quebecois food is French fries, gravy, and cheese curds. Now, I obviously don't eat the cheese curds anymore, but I've developed something that's very close, and it's delicious. But yeah, I've eaten all kinds of foods, and Greek food was one of my favorite growing up. I really loved souvlaki, and I decided to veganize it one day for my family. I've seen a lot of recipes online for gyro meat, seitan gyro meat, which is basically a loaf that you slice and then put into a pita with the tzatziki and the tomato and the lettuce and all that stuff. But I do mine differently. I do it like an actual souvlaki used to be, which means I make the seitan into nuggets and I boil them up, I cook them. You'll see the whole recipe later on. When I cook them, I grill them in a panini press. And it gets a lot of the moisture out because you know seitan retains a lot of moisture. So it gets a lot of that moisture out and it gives it a meatier texture when you bite into it. So I'm going to be doing the seitan today. I'm going to show you how I do that. And then I will be doing another video on the tzatziki and how that's made. And after the tzatziki, I will show you the assembly. Now, the tzatziki and the assembly will probably be in the same video, so that'll be later on in the week. But for now, you are getting my seitan souvlaki style. It's supposed to emulate, I suppose, what traditional lamb souvlaki would have been like. I get sick when I say that word lamb, especially with Easter around the corner. We used to do the lamb leg, and I never thought twice about it. You know, it's lamb. It was lamb until I realized that it was lamb. Like this was a baby that was killed. This little lamb leg, this little baby leg, and we celebrated it, you know, at Easter time. It makes me sad when I think about it. I think about, you know, lamb chops, little lamb chops. It's a little creature. I mean, like, I think about my dog. She's so small, and I don't know, it's so conflicting. It's one, you know, this is why I'm so glad that my girls are learning compassion and veganism early in life. Because I feel like when they get older, they won't have to live with this guilt. it is a burden to feel that on your shoulders, knowing that, you know, you did contribute to such a violent industry, and it is a violent industry. I remember being no bigger than my daughters, 4 or 5 years old maybe, and going to my grandfather's farm. He had a farm in rural Quebec, and I remember them killing a goat, you know, and seeing it at that age. You know, I was gutting fish at a small age, like at a young age. And it just seemed so normal because I was told it was normal. And I think about it now, and there's nothing normal about killing another living creature. There's nothing normal about it. I can see how it would be difficult for people to see that, because they were brought up in it, and because they were told that it was okay. But it's not okay to kill another human being. It's not okay to kill a dog or a cat. It shouldn't be okay to kill a lamb or a cow or a pig or a chicken. It shouldn't be okay. They are living creatures too. They deserve to live their lives. They have families, you know, they develop relationships. Yes, they're animals, but they're not stupid. You know, they feel things the way your dog or your cat feels things, you know. As an example, cats are very independent, and you can see there's intelligence behind their eyes. It's the same thing with dogs. They're loyal. They're so loyal to a fault. I mean, that means there's emotion there. And if there's emotion in a dog or a cat, then there's an emotion that comes from a cow or a pig. It's only natural to realize that. And a lot of people don't realize that because they've been indoctrined to see these animals that they consume as things and not living creatures. So, you know, I don't know. I feel very guilty about it. And I'm really glad that I don't contribute to that anymore. And I'm so happy that I eat plant-based, that I am vegan. It makes me feel better. Not only physically, but mentally as well. There are times when I kind of sit back, if I'm out with someone who does eat meat, and I try not to impose my beliefs on people, especially if they're my friends or if they're, people that I'm acquaintances with. I don't like to push my beliefs on them because you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. I like to lead by example. I like to show, look, you can thrive on a vegan diet. It doesn't necessarily have to be, it doesn't necessarily have to make you ill. I know a lot of people say, I got sick on a vegan diet. Well, you weren't doing it right, plain and simple. There is no other reason. You were not doing it right. And you can't convince me otherwise, because I've been vegan for over 4 years, and I am as healthy as an ox. My blood work is amazing. I don't have issues with my B12. My iron is fantastic. My iron is actually better now than it was before I was vegan. A lot of people are like, oh, but you're so pale. Well, I'm a pale person. I come from pale lineage, believe it or not. My relatives in Italy were from the north, so they're very light-haired and fair-skinned. It's just who I am as a person. I'm a ghostie. I'm just pale. I have a hard time tanning in the summer too. I'm kind of like, it takes a while before the color kicks in, and even when the color does kick in, I'm not very colorful. My daughter Kara is the same way, but Isabella is like her dad, where if she goes out in the sun, she starts to look like a little cocoa bean. You know, she tans really well. So, where was I going with this? I don't know where I am. I completely lost my train of thought. Anyway, whatever. I'm making seitan. I'm super excited about it. It's lots of fun to do. I love making seitan. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I can't wait to share this recipe with you. It is really delicious. It's super tasty. I've had people have my souvlaki and they're like, wow, this is amazing. Like people who aren't vegan. So I'm really looking forward to sharing this recipe with you. And what I'm really looking forward to, really looking forward to, is hearing that you tried making it. So leave your comments. Leave your comments if you have questions. I've already received a couple of comments in regards to my videos. I will be posting the making sure that the ingredients are shown in the videos, and that way you don't kind of have to stop the video and say, oh my God, what did she just say? I have to go back. Didn't really think about it. So I am going to make sure that all of the ingredients are there. And you can just pause and write everything down. And then if you want to follow the techniques and so on and so forth, then by all means. But I will be doing that. I got a couple of requests to talk a little more about my life and what it's like to raise vegan children. I've been really blessed in that department. I've met a lot of really wonderful women who don't criticize. They accept us as we are. They do go out of their way to make sure that, you know, if we have a play date, the girls have something that they can eat. So I've been really blessed in that department. I know a lot of people have contrary stories about, you know, play dates and so on and so forth, where they kind of get stepped on and talked down to, and it is wrong. It is wrong. You should never do that to anybody, whether they eat meat or not, whether they're Jewish or Catholic or whatever it is. Nobody should ever talk down to anybody. It's wrong. As a human being, it's wrong to treat somebody that way, no matter what their beliefs are. You should always be respectful of other people. You should treat people the way you want to be treated. And that's something that I strongly believe. I've been raised to respect everyone. I do my best not to judge. It's hard sometimes, but it's human nature. And I do try my best not to judge, especially when I have such a strong vegan belief, and I see, you know, people on the street with their Canada Goose coats and their Ugg boots. It's hard not to judge, but I do my best not to do it, because I was there once upon a time. I did wear the down coats. I did have fur on my boots. It makes me sad to think of it, but it also makes me happy that I snapped out of it. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. I know I babble and I'm all over the place. I should probably write a script for myself to stay online and, you know, in the zone. But unfortunately, I kind of wing it most of the time. So I apologize if this has been everywhere. But yeah, that's it. I hope you try the seitan recipe. I promise you won't be disappointed. It is a really good recipe. And like I said, leave your comments. I love hearing from you guys. I think it really makes me want to do this more. It makes me want to share more. So leave your comments. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thumbs up, all that good stuff. And oh my God, I have been working out. I've been working out and I'm so goddamn sore. I can't even tell you how sore I am. My arms hurt and I haven't even done any arm exercises. My stomach, my abs, I forgot I had them. I forgot I had them and they hurt. My ass hurts. Everything hurts. My neck, my eyeballs hurt. Everything hurts. But you know what? I actually feel really good despite the hurt. The hurt is like, yeah, I want more hurt. So I'm really excited about keeping up with the physical regime and so on and so forth. And maybe one day I'll give you a full-on body view. Maybe eventually I'll get into a bikini. Who knows? No, I'll never get into a bikini. I was never a bikini girl to begin with. Well, maybe once. Maybe for like, I don't know, a year. Yeah. You'll never see me in a bikini again, though. I had twins. It's not going to happen. So, once again, I love you guys. I can't wait to show this video to you. Enjoy it, and I'll talk to you later.